Still a little bit nippy out of the sun, but good to see it back at least.
I know, it is lovely. It makes such a difference, doesn't it? But we'll see more of it through the rest of the week. It's going to be a mixed bag, though, as we saw today. But what a contrast compared to yesterday when we had the rain lashing down. Lots of sunshine around, especially so during the morning. Then we saw the cloud bubbling up through the afternoon that set off a few showers. But there were big contrasts in temperatures as well. In the north of the region, we only saw highs of 11 Celsius. That's because it's closer to the source of that cooler air. The winds are coming in from the northwest. But further south, we were picking up and tapping into slightly milder air from the south of the country. And so highs of about 17 Celsius in the sunshine. And we'll probably keep that difference going through the rest of the week, although temperatures will creep up by a degree or so in southern parts of the region. So here you have it. Low pressure still dominating. We've got this weakening front that's slipping down from the north through this evening and overnight. So even though at the moment it's looking largely dry out there, through the course of the evening and into the night, we'll start to see increased amounts of cloud moving in from the north, stretching right across to the south, and that will introduce a few showers as well. But there's plenty of dry weather overnight, and with the cloud, you'll notice our temperatures are down to about 7 to 8 Celsius. So it's a good deal milder than it was last night. Last night we saw lows of 2.7 across parts of Worcestershire. So into the morning tomorrow, then not as chilly a start to the day. And again, we've got some nice spells of sunshine to look forward to, but it's a day much like today. Through the afternoon, we'll start to see a few more of those showers spilling down from the north southwards. Good deal of sunshine in between and some patchy cloud as well. Our temperatures creeping up by a fraction to about 17 Celsius, maybe 18 in the south of the region, 13 Celsius in the north. Looking further ahead then, we've got another system moving in from the north on Friday. So generally speaking, there'll be more cloud around and an increased risk of showers breaking out. And through the weekend, again, there'll be systems loitering towards the north, but there's a lot of dry weather on offer, and the sunniest day probably Sunday, but the breeze a bit of a feature.
But the temperature's going in the right direction. Great. Thanks, Shefali.
Hello, a very good evening to you. Well, things seem to be looking up initially today. We had the sunshine, we had the lighter winds, but our temperatures didn't respond to that sunshine. Only highs of 15 Celsius. Pretty pathetic, really, for the time of year. But it was all down to the wind direction, which is a cooler direction from the northwest and the west. It's low pressure that's dominating as well still, but we've got this weakening trough that's heading in from the north now. So although earlier it was drier, we're going to see things clouding over from the north with a scattering of showers towards the end of the night, and temperatures down to 7 to 8 Celsius. So it's a lot milder than it was last night when we saw lows of 2.7 at Pershore in Worcestershire. But tomorrow is a repeat of today. Some patchy clouds, sunny spells, a scattering of showers developing through the day, but it's slightly milder, highs of 16 to 17.